So we got 3 cups of all-purpose flour and about 1/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour. Okay, so we're gonna take some baking powder. All right, we're gonna do a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. No, I'm not. Yeah, I am. I'll take a 1/2 teaspoon. Okay. And then we're gonna get some baking soda. 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda. And then we're gonna take some salt. About 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt also. All right. Y'all know I'm still old school. My grandma taught me how to bake. This is what I saw her use. Till this day, I still use it. Hello, everyone. Make sure you're tapping the screen. And do me a favor and share the live. Lemon pound cake. Okay? I'm in here prepping and stuff for an event tomorrow. And the lady that hired me, she wanted to make sure I brought her a cake. So that's what we're doing. Very old school. All right? So we're going to take a spoon. Mix this around. To this, we're going to add, I can't show it to you all, but a box of instant lemon pudding. Okay? A box of instant lemon pudding. Instant. All right? If you haven't tried it, this is next level right here. The whole box. Okay? The small box, 3.4 ounce. Not gonna show it to you because they're gonna get me. Now you're gonna take this and make sure you mix this in very well. You don't want one side of your cake to taste like lemon and then the other side tastes like, I guess I'll say not lemon. Okay, makes it really good. Okay, got that. Now to this mixer, we're going to add 3 sticks of butter. People wonder, I've had so many comments on these past videos, people trying to figure out why in the world I leave my butter out in my cabinets, even though I tell them that it's for baking purposes. I think they just want to have something to talk about. So you want your butter, that's flour, y'all, on my hand. I'm not Ash, I promise. You want your butter to be as soft as possible when you're baking cakes, and your cabinet is the hottest place in your house, okay? Especially in your kitchen. Look at this. You see that? I ain't even got time to try to explain it to you. If you know, you know. And I'm not even gonna stay on here. After I get this cake mixed up, get it in the oven, I'm getting off. If y'all want to shoot me something, you can. I don't have to be battling for you to send me a gift over here on TikTok, that is. All right, this is unsalted butter. These videos, I've been doing my best to cover all the questions that I think y'all even gonna ask, even the silly ones. I told one lady today, she told me, she said, in the comments, she said, I don't know why you just can't have all your stuff out before you start. No, she said you need to learn how to have all your stuff out before you start And I told her, I said, well, you need to learn how to fast forward a video. All right. Yeah, people are a trip. And sometimes I'll let you slide, but when I get tired of it, you know, I'm just gonna have to get you and let you and send you on your way. Thing coming in. This cake is gonna have 6 eggs. Hello, everybody. 6 eggs. Now, the thing about having this butter as softened as I have it is that it don't take long to mix. Okay? Now, this cake it's a pound cake, y'all, so it has a lot of sugar. 3 cups of sugar, okay? Get it combined. You know, sometimes y'all might not agree with it. You might not understand. Sometimes I really don't like having to get smart with these people. I'd rather get smart with you and let you keep watching than to block you. You know? But a lot of people on this internet, they say whatever they want to say to you, and they don't expect you to say nothing back. Not over here. That's 2. It's Friday night. People probably out. I don't know what they could be doing, but could be out enjoying their families. What's up, cuz? Right over here. My oven is already preheated to 325. Yeah, I'm tight. I had an event in Greenville yesterday, one today, and I gotta go above Charlotte tomorrow for another one. So it's been a long weekend. Once you get it combined real good, come in, scrape sides and the bottom. This is a beard net in case anybody want to know. Scrape this because sometimes they don't get mixed well on here. Now this cake is going to have lemon juice and lemon extract. We'll let it run a few minutes. And then we're going to incorporate, I'm going to put this up. our eggs one at a time. Okay. 6 eggs, room temperature. Once you can no longer see the yolk, which is the yellow part, then you add the next egg. Thank you for the follow. Anybody traveling for Thanksgiving? That's your number 6. And when you're using any kind of extracts or juices and stuff like this, you need to make sure you shake it up. Sometimes the potency will settle down at the bottom. It's just like pouring water. Pound cakes are really, they're not hard, but they are harder than layer cakes. By this time right here, you'd have had a layer cake done because you don't have to do all of this. Making sure the butter is mixed and all that stuff. A little bit more. So our liquid of choice this evening is going to be whole milk. This is a cup of whole milk and it is room temperature. If you just happen to forget to take it out, just zap it a little bit in the microwave and then allow it to cool off. All right, just to knock the chill off it. If you don't have whole milk or you don't want to use whole milk, you can use 7-Up, you can use Sprite, you can use a cup of sour cream, a cup of buttermilk, a cup of applesauce, whatever it is that you want to use. But tonight we're using milk. So you have to alternate your flour with your liquid, okay? So you want to always start and end with flour. The easiest method for me is 3 increments of this and 2 increments of that, okay? Flour, milk, and then flour. And I put the majority of the flour on the second batch because I won't have any milk coming behind the third one. Just some little things I've learned down through the years. I don't know where that guard at. I don't know. Do not overmix your flour, okay? Once you see that you got it combined, move on. So it'll be half of this. You have to make sure your liquid is room temperature and not hot or cold. Okay? So get it mixed, move on. Stick and move. I want to put the majority of this in here now. I do this to try to control the flour. All right. The rest of this. I can't wait for this to come out of the oven so I can go to bed. I'm not on the phone now. It'll bake about an hour, hour and 5 minutes. Don't open your oven before an hour. Okay? Bake it until you can stick a toothpick in it and it comes out clean. My oven is going to take about an hour and 5 minutes on 325. In here. Wait, I'm going to move that. Scrape. Even from the bottom. Okay? Even from the bottom. You got to make sure that you get your flour incorporated. If not, under mixing it will cause you to have gluten streaks, so we'll over mix it. Okay? You see how that batter is changing from what it was earlier? Okay. Your lemon juice, your lemon extract. Lemon pound cake. So we're going to traditional old-fashioned. We're going to use, remember you have lemon pudding in here already. So we're going to use a ½ teaspoon of lemon extract, okay? And then we're going to use a ½ teaspoon of lemon juice. Come on up. Just smelling that lemon extract just bring back such fond memories. And my grandma would make this cake right here. Her way. She didn't do it the way I'm doing it. Okay. The rest of the way, we'll stir it. Okay, because you don't want to risk over mixing your flour. Right? I'm gonna show y'all the batter. If that butter ain't, oh goodness, if that butter ain't soft like it's supposed to be, it'll be kind of difficult for you to reach this texture. Yes, that. Okay. Some people be on here baking and they have all but their finger down in these people cake mix. And I'm like, you know what? This is absurd. Absurd. If you bake, you know what this can is I'm using. I can't say what it is because it's not in the TikTok shop. And that's why they be flagging me for certain stuff. Which still is confusing because they flagged a girl today, or the lady. My grandma always told me you spray the pan well. Just making noise really, ain't nothing even coming out. They flagged a lady today and she was like, well, I don't know why, because what I'm telling you about is in the TikTok shop. I said, well, Lord, can't say nothing. It needs to be like a Cool Whip kind of texture. You know when you take Cool Whip out of the freezer, when you get ready to make banana pudding or some kind of dessert? It's gonna be a good cake right here. I'm gonna be tempted not to even give it to her. And it's gonna, you can tell whether your cake is gonna be heavy, if it's gonna be light and fluffy, by the mixture. Now this is just something that I do. Helps me to level the cake out. Then this is to get the air bubbles out. See, there's a big old air bubble coming right there. You can't see it, but there you go. It just popped. See? When your cake is real heavy, you don't really have to even do this because you ain't gonna have no air bubbles. Don't that look good?